Guys, I've been feeling sick recently. I caught something, and the only prescription is more Joan Steffen from Decorating Sense. If you don't know what I'm talking about, she is the greatest host of all time. Before we start, I'd like to say a big thank you to PDS Debt for sponsoring this video. You ever check your mail and instantly regret it? It's always bulls, or things that turn into bulls, like credit cards, personal loans, or medical stuff. And now that number on my paycheck is looking a lot slimmer at the end of the month. That's where PDS Debt comes in. They're not just slapping the same plan on everyone. Their tech actually looks at your situation and figures the best way forward. Whether your credit's bad, fair, or whatever, they've helped over 100,000 Americans knock out over $500 million in debt. No credit repair nonsense, just real, personalized solutions so you can pay off your debt faster, save more, and finally keep your money where it belongs, with you. Money you can use on things you couldn't before, like renting out a Steven Seagal movie and wondering where it all went wrong. It takes just 30 seconds to start. Go to pdsdebt.com/sixteenleo. It's free, no minimum credit score. And if you've got enough eligible debt, you'll see your options instantly. Every day you wait is costing you. Take back control today at pdsdebt.com/sixteenleo. She runs the show called Decorating Sense, where contestants, I don't know if they're contestants, they're more like people who just have their homes damaged by Joan, run into her and then they're like, oh, could you redo my house? And she says, for $500 I can. And then they say, what? And then their house gets ruined. The show ran from 1998 to 2009, I believe. It's quite a long running show. And I've done a few episodes on it. But I'll tell you what, when I'm feeling sick, and I need a little pick-me-up, Joan comes and gets me. Let's take a look at one of my favorite house decorations that she's ever done. This is the gift that keeps on giving, by the way.
Up next, his style meets her style as we bridge the gender gap for under $500.
Cool, so we're tackling gender equality, which seems like something Joan Steffen is qualified to do, because she just is. In 1998, if you can decorate a home, you're a qualified therapist and an accountant at the same time. I'm gonna break down this intro because it's kind of like this old show that when I first started my YouTube channel, I used to talk about. I love those guys. Troom Troom. Now, having a shot off a hammer in a bubble is peak. It's based. That is like, it's the most quintessential way to show that you're doing home makeovers. The only thing better is a brush in a circle. It's to the point. They even have a 1 cent over there, which is how much Joan probably profits off of this, but she does it from her heart. If generic was a thing and you looked it up in the dictionary, that's what you'd get. You get the most basic text. I'm surprised it wasn't Comic Sans. Honestly, this is the Temu version of Home Makeover. It's what I'm watching. And I love every second of it, by the way.
Hi everybody, I'm Joan Steffen. Welcome to Decorating.
Holy shit, she's dressed up nicely. I was expecting her with like a hoodie. I thought she was gonna battle Eminem after this whole thing, but she's actually dressed to impress today. We might see something good. Of course, she greets you with a Joan Steffen here. You caught me in the act of absolutely wrecking someone's house. You know what I'm talking. You caught me red-handed for $500 or less. Give me your money.
Decorating Sense. After 24 years of marriage, Tim and Kelly Skoog say one secret to a happy relationship is the art of compromise. But when it comes to the art of decorating, meeting in the middle isn't always so easy.
Oh shit, Joe. Okay, you didn't have to roast them like that, Key and Peele. What was that for? They've been married for 24 years and they might not make it to 25. Let's see if we can help them out. Wow. Joan, really coming in hot there, huh?
Sometimes things tend to lean in one direction.
Like his penis.
Kelly is the designated decorator.
I put the wallpaper up. He wouldn't help me because he won't help me do wallpaper anymore.
Yeah, maybe because he likes his life, okay? You got a clown house there. Is it really like back in the day or something? Am I missing something? Everyone have like walls with like 2 different types of wall. Like why they got doubles? Why they got strips? Was that a popular thing? When I was growing up, I think my grandma had like wallpaper patterns, but like it wasn't strips. This feels like a circus, really. Unless that's what you're trying to go for, in which case, you know, get in the clown car.
After a bad experience in the bathroom.
And Tim?
Pretty much whatever she likes, I'm pretty well.
Hold on, can we not unpack the fact this guy said he's not decorating due to a bad experience in the bathroom? Was he trying to drop a juice and then his wife like busts in the door and she's like, which color? Red or blue? Red or blue? And he's like, I'm trying to poo. What? Why? I'd really like to unpack that.
Well, happy with in those scenarios, so.
I'd like to meet the perfect husband. They do have their differences.
Well, he's more muted. I'm more bright colors.
And style-wise?
English cottage.
This is probably a staple of the series by now. Everyone takes a look at the home and they're like, oh, that's a beautiful house. I think the only thing I would personally change is the wallpaper to a solid color. Other than that, though, man, the house looks nice. It's got a piano. It's got lively foliage. It's got a lot of things, right? It looks like a nice lived-in home. There's 6 people. Well, there's 4 people and 2 dogs in the house. It looks great.
Country French with a little rustic thrown in there.
But Tim prefers a cleaner line.
I kind of drifted toward Mission a little bit. I like the wood, but she definitely doesn't like the squared off things. So
Yeah, you like the wood, but she doesn't like your wood. And now you guys are going to therapy. But Joe and Stefan is fixing your house at the same time, so that's good. Imagine if therapy was like that. Like you went to therapy and someone like fixed your house. And if you don't like successfully do therapy, they're going to keep it that way. Joe and Stefan threatens to renovate your house if you don't fix your marriage. That seems like a good kind of like, it's a new type of show. It's more like the mafia. And they threaten to do things unless you do things that are wholesome. I don't know what it would be called. Sopranos makeover. The Godfather of makeovers.
So Mission never made it in anywhere.
Okay, you give away the clean lines for family unity.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, he probably gave away sniffing on lines getting married to this girl. So, poor man.
They both agree it's time for a change.
The house was built in 41, so all the walls are crooked.
Oh, sure they are.
And I put striped wallpaper up. Yeah.
What were you thinking?
I don't know.
Wow, Joan sounded like she knew that. This lady said the house was built in 1941, so the walls are crooked. And Joan was like, sure they are. Of course. I mean, you had people nearly in World War II. What'd you expect? Straight walls? Bitch. Joan wanted to start war there. World War III. Damn. I didn't even know that was a thing. It's like, oh, you're from the 40s? You probably don't know what a ruler is. You wonky bitch. Like, I didn't know that was a thing. Here we go. Houses in the 40s all crooked. Now I know something.
The couch is 24 years old. What did you call that?
The Plum Beast.
The Plum Beast.
It's a sleeper sofa.
Okay, that needs to go. That looks like a stoner's couch. that doesn't belong in a house right there. That belongs in the basement off a guy who says, dude, a lot.
Now let's see what our designer Shane Barsness has in mind.
So at this point, you're thinking, cool, they have a good house. They might need to get rid of a few pieces, nothing major. Lo and behold, Joe and Stefan invites Ellen to come over, and then Ellen pulls up and she starts getting her shit out of her trunk. We finally get to see the designers and their pieces of equipment, because this is important. Right. I didn't know that the designers had to find their own designs. I'm sure somewhere down the line that made sense to me. But seeing someone pull up with a car full of shit and then put it in your house and then say, ta-da, that seems less savory than having a team of people craft things and being like, okay, this is perfect. This just seems like someone who picked up disposable garbage and was like, this will go in someone's house as long as it's not mine.
Hi, Joan. What are we doing? Oh, we are gonna.
Oh, wow, jump scared Ellen, huh? How you like that, Ellen? Taste of your own medicine, huh?
Kelly likes painted wood. Tim likes natural wood. We're gonna do yellow. We're gonna do toile. We're gonna do a little floral, and we're gonna do.
Wow, did these two both like, but heroin or something? Like what? Why are they so like lively? They just approached each other and started like talking as loud as possible. Someone on set was like, "More energy, girls, please. You guys are depressing the set."
Plain colored fabrics for Tim. Wow! We're ready!
Something for everybody for under $500. Let's go.
She was tripping on LSD. Come on. If Ellen starts saying a bunch of shit, no way you look at her and you're like, wow! Let's put this shit in.
All right. I'll grab this lamp.
I'll grab the lamp. I'll grab this because it's so cute. First things first, we empty the room.
One of my favorite things about decorating scents is that you never know what you're going to get. It's like Forrest Gump. Life is like a box of decorated scents. You never know what you're going to get. It's going to the same shit, really, because I've never seen this on decorating scents. They never exactly show me how it's done. For whatever reason, they decided today's the day. I'm going to show Suvi how we actually prepare to do the walls and everything. Usually on the show, and I'm not skipping anything, they just don't show that part. They're like, that's boring. This is interesting to me. I thought Joan Stefan was taking all the furniture out herself. I was under the impression like she literally does everything, and then the designer just like ruins it. It's so interesting.
And lucky for us, the piano movers have perfect timing.
Goodbye, piano. See you.
So at this point, they steal the piano. There's one huge flaw with this whole ideology, is that they're decorating the house for $500, right? I'm sure you could sell that piano for more than $500 and use that to decorate the house, or perhaps maybe decorate the house for more money, get more things there, something. Maybe don't just steal. Joan Steffen has stole a lot of things. She stole a guy's chair. I think she stole a guy's computer. What's the bet Joan Steffen steals the stuff and then puts it in her house and then pockets most of that $500?
Tackle the wallpaper. Typically, I like to be optimistic, but today, no. I hate stripping wallpaper.
Oh my God, I'm so glad she said wallpaper. Oh, she said I hate stripping. My eyes decided to roll back into their head. Woo! Joan Steffen on the pole, right? Hi, I'm Joan Steffen. If you don't tip me $500, I'll flash my ass cheek. Woo! I like that they're doing it in sync. Someone puts music on. They're like, 1, 2, 3, 4. They make it fun.
Like watching paint dry. We'll be doing that next.
I adore how funny she is. I genuinely, like, in the few episodes I've come to watch her, I can see why people like the show. She really, at first I was like, she has no clue what she's doing. Now, like, she has no clue what she's doing, and it's adorable. So it's very cute, really. That's very, yeah. I like her. I think that she should come back, and I would let her... I wouldn't actually let her touch my house. That would start war, actually. But I'd let her look at my house.
Finally, we're down to the bare, but not so pretty in pink, walls. Time to bring on the paint. Whoa, nice and yellow.
I know, isn't that great?
Oh, that's the wrong color. Why you want to paint a house like SpongeBob? It used to look like Patrick. Why you do that? Yeah, I'd be okay if someone painted like the flowers from Bikini Bottom. But this is... Nah, man. Don't paint it that color. Looks like vomit.
So what's the story on the fact that I have no label on this can?
Somebody donated some paint.
Oh, they donated that shit. The average paint for a house costs like $100. Donating it means someone pissed in it or something. Like, come on, man. You're using donated paint? You're using donated paintbrushes probably? Come on, man. Please mix that paint with like better paint.
From a garage sale, and I had it tinted.
And ironically, the name of the tint? Wallpaper Gold.
We took wallpaper off, and now we're putting wallpaper gold on the wall.
Does it look like it though? Or does it look like SpongeBob? Does it look like I'm ready? Because that looks like the wrong color to have a house.
We are going up over the cove.
Like right into this area?
We are. That's exactly right. Perfect.
Right up to the tray?
Right up to the tray. Because what you're going to find is...
House from 1941 gets absolutely obliterated by Joan Steffen and Ellen DeGeneres. Colorized.
The room is going to grow about 1 foot in height when we do that.
This is the equivalent of Pharrell wearing that really tall hat, and it's like, oh yeah, he's 6'8" now. He used to be 5'8", but we count everything with the hat. I don't know. I mean, I guess it's supposed to give the impression the room is taller somehow, but the other rooms in the house are still the exact same with the old wallpaper and look a completely different aesthetic. We never seem to talk about the fact they only ever decorate one room in the house. All right, cool. Whatever, Ellen.
The bad news.
Oh God. What in tarnation is that, dude?
The bright yellow walls are getting toned down with a mixture of glaze, tint, and water.
The technique is I'm going to daub it on with the brush, and then I'm going to take a lint-free...
Oh my God. I thought it couldn't get worse. I thought SpongeBob was the worst it got. I didn't know SpongeBob in blackface was a thing. What is this now? What the hell is this? She's smearing the walls with black. Have you ever painted before? Do we have artists here? Does like fucking neon yellow and black seem to mix? Have you ever looked at a bee and said, I'm gonna use this as a paintbrush from now on? She's smearing the black over the yellow? Man, that's crazy. Ellen, chill. Girl. What?
You know, when you move your t-shirt around, it's just supposed to be really...
That looks great right there. Just leave it like that. It looks like a shit stain on the wall. I'm sure the family would love that. Oh, the walls were painted by Ellen DeGeneres. Looks like it. Yeah, it does.
Loose.
And even the fireplace is going black. Even the brass parts. All our hard work pays off with a fabulous wall treatment.
Yeah, I just keep saying it, but like dark colors make things like they make the room look smaller. If you have black walls and stuff, it doesn't look bigger. Light colors make it look bigger. And if you're gonna paint the thing neon yellow, why are you painting the fireplace so black?
A sunny yellow for Kelly that we toned down for...
It's just an odd color palette is all I'm saying. The house looked like it got burnt down and then rebuilt because she did that weird black like smog effect to the house. She calls it glaze. I'll tell you what, Ellen, you haven't been glazed in a while because that's not glazed.
We can have red,
We can have red.
or we could have
The
this.
khaki linen.
Do you know which-
Khaki would be for Tim.
Khakis for...
Khakis for Tim, red's for Kelly. And we are going to hang them with old wooden.
Blue is for boys, green is for girls. We all know that. And pink is for girls. And black is for boys because it rhymes. Pink is for pussies. Like literally, not like I'm scared. Like more like vagina.
Casters.
Cute little sense of history you got going on there.
Well, it's a little rustic.
Yeah.
We always need to get the rustic into the room. Just clip the fold. It's a very casual, relaxed treatment.
I feel very
Oh yeah, that's gonna block out the sun. You put a napkin on a window. Bold choice, I'd say.
casual and relaxed as I'm putting it up. Very cool. Although yours is a little crooked.
Oh, Dad, can you open the window? I want some sun. Yes, son. But there's a big napkin on the window. His and hers, apparently. But apparently his and hers don't include sunlight. We're just gonna put some dumb shit over the blinds that are used to protect us from sun. We're gonna put something over the thing that protects us from when we can open it and close it. We're gonna hassle that. We're gonna make this a real hassle. It's like putting plastic over a bed, so you have to unwrap the bed every night. It's a good system if you don't have brain cells left.
Just like me.
We can add or subtract color to the room with a simple flip of the fabric.
I don't know, man. I don't know how you feel about that. That just looks like Ronald McDonald decided he was serving hamburgers on their window. I guess it just looks like napkins to me. It's $26. I don't know how much they paid for that god-awful paint, but it seems like they have money to spend, so maybe they can redo the house.
Time to bring in the furniture. The old plum beast is not coming back. In its place, Shane found a much comfier second-hand couch.
Oh, jizz stains. You got jizz stain couch for the family? All right. You found a couch, did you? Have you ever thrown a couch out? Have you ever thought about why someone throws a couch out? No space? Have you ever turned over the pillows and used a blue light and then been horrified? NCIS, Miami, right on that couch. A lot of unsolved crimes on that couch.
$36. Wasn't that fabulous?
This is a gorgeous selection of fabrics. I love this.
We did the stripe for Tim and the toile for Kelly.
You should become a marriage counselor.
Apparently so. I joked about it earlier, forgot that Ellen even said something like you should become a guidance counselor. What was it? You should become a marriage therapist, not a guidance counselor, because she managed to find a jizz-stained couch and then upholster it, I guess. It's a simpler time back then when you could ruin someone's house and someone would like applaud for it.
It's another 2-for-1 piece. Bold graphic stripes on one side or toile on the other.
I'm not even gonna cap. The couch is actually better than that plum piece of shit that they had. This is definitely better. I still don't agree with the fact that I know there's jizz stains on that couch, and if it's an old English couch, then it's old English jizz stains. Like, there's a lot of stuff going on there, you know?
Well, that's why we got the rug for the price we got it for. But you know what? I have a great fix.
We just weave sisal thread into the loose strings.
Hey, look, man, does someone need a little renovation extra? I'm prepared to pay Joan Steffen another $500 if she would not ruin someone's house. I mean, if you guys need $1,000 for the budget so you can get things like carpets without holes in them, maybe you call me, do a Kickstarter, something like that. Let's try and get the families the help they need, right? Nobody knows what happened to that couch, but I'll tell you one thing, that looked like a bullet hole in there. Sometimes mafia people wrap people up in couches and rugs and I don't know what Ellen's doing, but I don't like that she's doing it.
And it looks good as new.
It doesn't look new at all because it's old. It also looks like the texture will absolutely fuck up the walking pattern of someone because it's so uneven, even from this shot. I don't know if I like that.
The chairs get a quick update. So we're basically changing the color from white to red.
We are, because
Do you want it to look like Ronald McDonald? Was this the idea? I might have got it wrong with SpongeBob. This is Ronald McDonald with the amount of red. She got ketchup, mustard. All she needs is the clown shoes. And honestly, you got a Mick House right there.
Always been a challenge for me to get on. Finally, success! How cute is that little chair?
Yeah, no, honestly, like I said, you guys are gonna like open a restaurant. You're about 5 steps away from having a pigeonhole and calling it a drive-through. People just show up your house. They're like, I'll have a quarter pounder with cheese. Ma'am, Diet Coke as well. Thank you. You got a nice restaurant there.
And the new tops are going on an old table base Shane found in an alley.
Why was Shane in the alley, guys? What's Shane doing in the alley late at night, huh? You think he's looking for tables or looking for something else, huh? What's Shane looking for at nighttime in the alley, huh? Joan, Stefan, and Ellen DeGeneres, can you tell me what Shane was looking for? I think he was looking for something. I think he was looking for someone, maybe. I think he was looking for a couple things, you know what I mean? I think the table was the most wholesome thing he got that night.
It's gonna be like that. Cool, and where are they going?
where the piano was.
Ah, an upgrade of biblical proportions. You take something that produces music and you throw it out the house and then you put a table that's split in half. Ooh, upgrades.
And for the tops,
Black and white stripes, but we start out priming them white. It's a lot easier to put black paint over white than white paint over black.
you are correct.
Yes.
Yes. Yes, it is. I'm actually surprised that she knew that, honestly. But that's it's a black and white. She's got a little color scheme of neon yellow, red, white, and black. It's the classic colors of some basketball team.
After the primer dries, Jeff adds latches underneath. And we are ready for the stripes. Well, we are doing really well on our...
Ah, my bad. I almost thought that the table would be normal. But no, of course, we have to complicate this table. Let's make it black and white. Equality, you know? Ebony and ivory, my piano got taken and stolen by Joan. I'm surprised I didn't take the paintings and the pictures of the household and replace them with a black, white, and Asian family because of the theme of the house, you know? I'm very surprised Ellen didn't put photos of herself there to make sure you know who designed this house.
come together, and then we'll see how Tim and Kelly's styles come together when we bring them back, see what they think of their new...
I think Tim and Kelly might not be coming together again for the rest of their lives after this, Joan. I don't think they're going to be coming together. I think it's over, actually. Now, I mean, everything to this point was a bit disastrous, but it wasn't, like, to the point where you have to be like, oh, now we get that.
Welcome back to...
Ooh, I couldn't see her because she's camouflaged. Maybe that's why Joan Stefan, she does the walls in such weird colors, because she has the matching hoodies, so she can easily rob these people because she's pretty much 100% camouflaged from the waist up. Joan, you conniving son of a gun, you.
Decorating sense, where we are midway through our wonderful $500 makeover. It is looking good.
It doesn't. Those walls look absolutely atrocious, I gotta say. The yellow would have been... Like, I'm wishing that we had a, in real life, control undo right now, because those walls look genuinely, they're some of the most disgusting things I've ever seen in my life. As I see the walls close up, I see how, like, terrible this is.
And so is this table.
Ah, never mind. Never mind. They had to do the pan down. They got me. I got. They put him into a table. That's someone at Foot Locker died and they put him in the table. Why is the white part of that table so like grimy? What happened there? Were you painting with your finger painting this shit? Why is it grimy? Is that a stylistic choice? Because I really hope it isn't. Is clean not an option for these guys? They're like, we have it. We gotta like smudge everything. That's really dirty looking, guys. It's like tripping on LSD. The walls are like absolutely fucked. The table is like a random color. It's genuinely, it's like The Sims. Ottomans, completely different color. Like if you want to randomize your house, you call Joan. Joan is like high art. It's something that most of us commoners don't get. But if she designed a house for like some of these really high fashion people, maybe they'd love it. And for $500 or less, they'd be like, what a steal. I'm assuming they're French. I don't know.
There we go.
Always brings a little floral into it.
And then place to put on your shoes.
Absolutely.
I'm trying to think of what happens there. Do you sit on the half a table? Because the seat looks too small. I think she said to put your shoes on, so like the table doesn't really factor into this unless you have your shoes on the table. Not really even sure the functionality of this. It looks stupid, so that's good. Joan's fulfilling the stupid quota.
Now, a project with Tim in mind.
We are going to do some leathered lampshades.
Leather lampshades.
Leather lampshades. That's good. I like it. Kind of like having a latex hamburger, you know. What a weird thing. You know what? Fuck it. Latex lampshades. At least someone would be like, yeah, I like that. Leather lampshades. Assless chaps. Let's go.
Out of paper.
Out of paper. Craft paper. You can use.
I'll go fuck myself and then show myself the door and then jacket. Wow. She said leather lampshades. We were like, woo. Then she said out of paper. 100% pure beef, vegetarian. Hello, sir. Would you like to come to our atheist church? Type beat. It's the best way to describe what I just saw there. Atheist church type beat.
Wrinkles are good in this situation. If you have more wrinkles, I have to work harder at getting more wrinkles.
Well, thank you.
Whoa. You know what? I love Joan. She roasted Ellen for no reason. I like it. I have to work harder at getting wrinkles, you old bitch. Another one for Joan. Another one bites the dust, huh? Wow, that looks like shit. Oh, God. I thought it was gonna look bad, but that looks really bad. They gotta take that out, right? That looks very bad. That doesn't look right. That's disgusting.
Like leather.
It's not like leather. Have you ever seen leather? That's come on, man. You guys are crazy for this one. Like Jay-Z said, you crazy for this one. But he meant that in a good way. You guys are insane for this.
Picture this. A really cool idea to put
It is, great.
family and friends up on your wall, right?
We are. They love photographs.
She talked about them like the animals. They love photographs. Those things, they love photographs. I've seen those in the wild. When you take a picture of them, they're like, oh, then you put it on the wall. They like when you do that. I'm Ellen. I'm a photographer of people in the wild.
And what we're going to do is bring them together.
Okay.
We made all the frames black. We're going to do a photo collage on the walls.
So the idea is black.
Okay, now you fucking guys. They need me on this show. They need to revive the show. And they need like a skeptic in the show. Like they need Joan and the person to be like, this is a good idea. And then me to be like, no, it's not though. Because they said the black frames were good. And I agree. I think all the same color frames looks kind of cool. Then they took it one step further and they put all of the family in blackface. Now, I don't know if you saw the family. None of them are in blackface. And also, they're all white. Also, I'm sure it's very artistic to take black and white photos, but I think the average household is like, yeah, we'll just keep it in color. I almost forgot to mention the most hilarious part of this whole thing is that they're not pictures, they're paper. Someone printed them on like a photocopy machine. At this point, you might as well draw the photos from memory. Even though you don't know the family, just be like, that's Dustin, that's Candy, that's Alestra, and that's Frogo. That's the family.
Black and white photos and black frames and just
White mats, graphic
White
impact on the yellow walls.
I like it.
It's really going to stand out.
We've made photocopies of the original so we can cut.
They don't even try to hide that one. They're like, we made photocopies. We went to Kinko's Copies, we made copies of photos. You know, photos are made from plastic, like they got that glow, the glint, the glare. These dudes, they use the 5-cent copy paper for photos, and these cheap bastards couldn't even do it in color. Honestly, if this house catches on fire, it will burn down so fast because most of the stuff that they're like, the leather is made out of cardboard, the photos are made out of paper. Like, this house is going up in flames. And I feel like the family is the one doing it. Yep, that's Obama. Why? Why do they make it so like, it looks like a horror movie, man. It just doesn't look good. I don't know how to explain that to you. Like, it's not artistic black and white. This is like demented black and white. Bro, this looks like an album cover from a screamo band about a guy whose lead single is called Kill Me, Please. And they put it all across the table. Now, I thought that table was used for like, you know, moving things. You could actually put it together. But now that I see the vegan leather lamp or whatever the hell they put there and whatever this is, I'm beginning to think it's less of a table that you can put together and more of a conversation starter. When you come into the house, you can ask a bunch of questions like, what the fuck is up with your walls? Or what the fuck is up with your lamp? Or what the fuck is up with your kid? Like any multitude of that works, I guess. Oh yeah, at this point, Ellen and whatever, Joan over here decide they're gonna take stuff from the house. They're done finding things at a garage sale. They're like, let's steal from the people who we're going to decorate. Why not? This makes sense. We only have $500. McFlurries cost at least $5 each. We need to start stealing. So they go up into like their room and they're like, hey, here's some, you guys paint. I'm just gonna put this back. Even though they put it like away, they're like, I'm gonna take this shit out and then put it on your wall to see how you like your paintings.
Dash of her mother's art up here, which we have to use. Oh, look! Whoa! Ah, pay dirt!
It's a house. Ellen sees a house and she's like freaked out. I guess she doesn't know what one of those are, clearly by her decorating. It's the first time she's been in one.
That is so cool.
Oh, these are good.
Man, this is an art gallery up here. I have no place to put them anymore.
She's gonna put them in her house next to her husband, who's tied up and crying right now because Joan Steffen is the man of the house. I'm 100% certain she steals and puts it in her house. I feel like Joan Steffen's house is like one of those houses you see in like a movie where you're like the old person, you open their house and you're like, whoa, what is that? And they have a story about everything.
There is a picture I might like to snag right ahead of you. The tree. BJ did that.
All right, so now they put more shit back in the house because minimalism in the 90s apparently is not good enough. You need to have stuff in your house. If you don't have stuff in your house, is it even a house? Apparently that's the 90s. See? It's just stuff. People ask you, what is that? And you're equally as confused as they are. Then you pretty much decorated it right. That's kind of the 90s for you. Or so I'm learning.
Oh my gosh, that brightens it up so much. I love that. I like the mantelpiece. Very simple and...
I thought she said the mental piece. You said the mantelpiece. Bro, it might as well be a mental piece. Honestly, like, I think a little bit of the show is like a little, you know, people are a bit lost in the head at times. Look at this mental piece. And then she points to Ellen. I mean, she put it in front of the mirror. Like, does that not tell you everything you need to know about the mental piece? You like trying to look at yourself, but the flowers are in the way. Like, that's design peak. It's like parking your car in front of the door. So you have to like reverse your car to open the door and get in. It's like kind of like that where you're like, I don't know about this one. Kind of, that's really how I feel about this whole house. If you want to see how you look, you gotta use some other person's mirror because there's flowers. You gotta remove that shit to look at yourself. Back to the thing I said about the plastic on the bed, like you preserve the sheets by putting plastic on. You gotta take the plastic out just to sleep. Damn. I didn't notice this the first time. The first time I watched it, I was like, oh, it was terrible. I missed that.
We're talking about this room.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
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 Wow, indeed, yes. My sentiments exactly. Wow, really. Yeah, wow, wow. Even Joan is like, ooh, wow. We're about to make some enemies in wherever this state is. Okay, now these two are just laughing like they know they ruined the house. I feel like this is a bit much. Ellen over there is snorting. I think they know that they have flubbed up the house. I feel like this is what I'm picking up on.
She likes it. It's an unbelievable room.
You know,
once the wallpaper came down.
We punched it up with Kelly's love of color and pattern.
Anyone saying the word "we punched up your house" is like, you know, I don't know if that's a decorator so much. Like, you never get a martial artist to decorate your house and shit like that, you know? You know what I mean? Like, you go to McDonald's, you're like, we fried you up in your house. It's like, what does that mean, really? Yes, so it has the McDonald's look, as we talked about. Ronald McDonald would make himself home and probably jack off on that couch. McDonald burgers would come out his dick. I don't know. It's just very McDonald looking. And as we talked about, every functional piece of equipment is not defunctional because of Joan Steffen and Ellen DeGeneres. There's no way that you can look in the mirror. There's no way that you can fully open those blinds because they put bandanas on them. So.
Wait, it just draws your eye over there.
It's earthy, it's rustic.
I'm surprised they didn't put a pool in the fireplace. I feel like they're that type of people.
I know what's coming. It has to be every penny.
$4.98.
Oh, come on.
Well,
I thought you would have gone for every penny.
This is the first time someone has not spent the full $500. These two planned this because they knew that McDonald's cheeseburgers cost $1 each. And these two bitches are gonna sit at McDonald's and fist bump cheeseburgers and eat it as someone's life is destroyed. 24 years of marriage down the drain because of this house. Okay, so then they get the two people there, they put the camera on them, and then when they say action, the girl suddenly wakes up and she's like oxygen is finally released into her, like she just figured out oxygen. Like she's just standing normally until they said action, and now she has to pretend to like this place.
Is now a bold, modern mix of both their styles.
oh my God!
You can play as much hip-hop music as you want and call this house hip, but it just looks like a Ronald McDonald house. And it's not French, because unless you're talking about the French fries in McDonald's, that's not it. And it's not rustic. Honestly, the only thing that fits is the mental piece that you talked about. That's this house.
Oh, I love this.
It's a nice touch.
I love it. The other side is toile on the other side, so if you want to flip the cushion.
There's jizz stains on the back of that, ma'am. They found it at a dumpster. Please don't.
Oh,
Okay, well,
fun.
that is exactly what's behind that couch. Is fun. It was the outcome of fun. Outcome being what happened.
Versatile.
We fused Kelly's love of color and pattern.
Oh my gosh! Short that.
How did you not see that, Kelly? How did you miss that upon entering the room that you were staring at the whole time? It must be that hard for her to take in what's happening. She's like focusing on one piece of shit at a time. Now she's like, oh my God, black kids now. Wow, that's okay.
Tim's more subdued palette.
And then Tim, when you want your color, as you'll see on the window treatment, all you have to do is flip to khaki. Did you notice what we hung the?
The curtains aren't the only things that want to be hanging after watching this.
It does.
It does, yeah.
And if we can do anything to keep you from wallpapering again, well,
The fucking wallpaper. Okay, like I said, the wallpaper itself was disgusting, but like they somehow outdid themselves. I never thought that I'd say wallpaper was the better option, but here we are. They painted a shitty yellow, snot yellow, and then they put black on that yellow. The theme of this house genuinely is non-functional, because Ellen DeGeneres talking about how this can be made into one table forgets the whole thing is that you have to take all that crap that they put on it off in order to actually have it work. Like, this house doesn't work unless you move one thing from the other. And let's say you want to look in the mirror. Cool, you have to move the vase over to this thing. Then you want to turn this into a table. You have to move everything somewhere else. If you want to look out the window, you have to take off the bandana that they put on the window. It's like, for me, this is a monstrosity. Personally, I like functionality. This is the complete opposite.
Match them. So if you want to match them. Wow.
You know, this reminds me of this thing. There was an episode of Pimp My Ride. I've been wanting to do an episode of Pimp My Ride forever. I will try and find it for you guys. They had this guy's car and they turned it into a gambling slot machine. And to get in the car, you had to get 3 of those things lined up. And it's like the funniest thing I've ever seen, because if you don't, you just get locked out of your own car. This is what this reminds me of. Like, everything above functionality.
The mantle.
What? You didn't notice that right away? Okay.
I was wondering.
Yeah.
Kelly's a bit slow. She didn't even notice that you had kids for a while. She was like, man, that's LeBron James and the Cleveland Cavaliers of 2016. And then she was like, nah, that's my kid. Man, God damn, I didn't even know.
So, does it feel like home?
Oh, it's the concern on Joan's face when she's like, does it feel like home? Because it doesn't look like home. It doesn't, I don't know what the fuck this is. Are you sure you want to live here?
Does it feel cozy?
It feels cozy.
Yeah. And what do the kids think?
Wow.
Man,
Wow.
it looks good.
This is how you get the kids to move out. It's an elaborate plan so that the kids can move out. Because nobody want to stay in Ronald McDonald's sex dungeon. This is not happening. BJ is getting out of here for his first BJ. Is not going to be in this place.
Mom's happy, that's really good.
It's a room that now speaks to everyone. Can we say another great makeover for under $500?
No, we can't. I can't. It started with the walls for me and it ended with that. Ellen should never be decorating again. Sorry, Joan. Oh, God. Okay, Joan ends the episode by throwing up gang signs, which is about as gangster as I expected. I knew she was a Southside.
But please stay tuned, because when we come back, we're going to be doing an interior redesign.
And then she talks about the next house she's going to ruin. But that's how the episode ends. A couple who's been married for 24 years. They wanted French, rustic, something modern. They wanted something new, and they got something. They got their piano stolen. They got that jacked by Joan. She's got a new piano in her house. And Ellen DeGeneres came and ruined their shit. Now Ronald McDonald would bust a nut living there. Yes, if that's the end, that's the moral of the story. If you want a mascot to come and live in your house, you gotta decorate it like such. Me knowing this information, I'm gonna prepare a throne and other various fittings for the king of Burger to come and live in my place, because me and Joan got that shit on lock. I should throw up some gang signs, but I'm not as gangster as Joan right now, so I'm just gonna say bye. This has been Decorating Sense. It is without a doubt my favorite show. Like I don't know how to explain to you the joy I get seeing the show existed and they actually had permission to ruin people's houses. There's something weirdly funny about this, and I hope I get to do more for you guys. You seem to like it, so thank you so much. Hopefully I'll have more soon. Take care, and if you have any like specific ones, please send me a link. I would love to see them. Thanks everyone. I'll see you on the next one. Hopefully I'll feel better. Bye bye.
Truth be told, are we ever just friends? Just please review what the evidence says. I can get you out my lens. Dress up nice just to play pretend.